People are working harder than ever for lesser and lesser pay under more and more pressurised conditions, and this can't go on. Staff are at absolute breaking point.
If you're not investing in staff, then you're not investing in higher education. You can build all the new buildings you like, you can stick all the new equipment in that you want, but if you haven't invested in the people who are going to deliver that education, then you're not investing in higher education itself.
Younger staff, it's just not a place you want to work now. They're not having proper contracts, they're not having long-term kind of security about the job. And if you're teaching, that's what you need. Relationships with the subject, with your students. In terms of the staff, as much as anything else.
The staff working conditions are student learning conditions. To treat staff like this is to treat students like this.
I'd love to get back into the classroom, so if we can make that happen soon, we'll be up for that. But we're prepared to come back, but let's do something to make sure we get back in there.
We've managed to link up our 4 campuses just to show how well we're doing, show how solid we are, and show that we can cover 4 campuses and about 25 million entrances, and we're basically amazing.
Yeah, so here's Harley the dog. She's having a great time.
Other big news is Pixie's here.
Yo,
Hello,
Pixie!
Doesn't want to look.
She has a stick.
She's got a stick. So it's all good.
Yeah, that's Gigi.
Can you show us her again?
Gigi left her job as a racing greyhound for campaign.
Oh,
Biggest highlight's got to be Betty, of course. Betty Picket Line. Go on.
oh
Love
look!
the camera.
Picket Pub are the best. Hi, Betty. Solidarity. She's doing a solidarity fist there. Did you see that?
Yes. Betty.
You keep really good company in the picket line, don't you? So I'd rather be out here in the sun than in there, feeling miserable.
There's some great crack with colleagues that I probably would never have met before.
My highlight from the picket line is getting to chat with people on a friendly basis in the nice sunshine, which makes a change. I think a lot of people, when they're in work, feel increasingly atomized and isolated. I've certainly felt that in my few months working here so far. So it's great to actually meet colleagues on the picket line, and we talk a wee bit about work, but it's great to hear about people's social lives as well and kind of make those connections. So I've enjoyed that.
We all want to be doing what we're doing, but we want to be doing it in better conditions, and we continue to do it outside of the structures of the university, don't we? We continue to do our alternative events and to educate
Absolutely.
and to create.
For me, it's just about a glimpse of hope that we might manage to reclaim this sector, to actually be based on students and research and learning and ideas and what it should be, instead of profit and putting people down and treating students like consumer cows, So that's the highlight for me, is just knowing that we're fighting back and there is that glimpse of hope that we can actually do this.
Now a drop of beer is good for a man who's thirsty, tired and hot. And I sometimes has a drop myself from a very special lot. But a fat and healthy working class is the thing that I most fear. So I reaches my hand for the water tap and I want the workers' beer. I am the man, the very fat man that wants the workers' beer. I am the man, the very fat man that wants the workers' beer. And what do I care if it makes them ill, if it makes them terribly queer? I've a quarry of an aeroplane and I want the workers' beer.
Dougal's putting together the On Painting performance art here at our alternative art school.
I'm making this performance to counteract what the Belfast International Performance Festival is doing by crossing the picket lines and doing things in the foyer. So I'm doing one on the picket line, and it's a sort of a deconstructed painting. It kind of proves that painting is more radical than performance.
you just missed, we just did interpretive dance. So resistance through interpretive dance. We did about 10 minutes ago on the Jordanstown campus.
Yes, I can imagine.
It
And
was a
I
sight to
can
behold.
tell that you're really, really keen to reenact that for us now.
Yes, yes, yes.
You see how bad I am at football?
No real football. We don't have to play football to play football. So
Even I'm allowed to play, and I'm rubbish.
I never sing in public at all. But now, anytime I see a picket line, I just get this strange urge. You know, I get this urge to sing at it. You know, and I've got all these kind of songs that I've kind of spent years torturing the dog with in the kitchen. And now I've got an outlet, you know, because there's picket lines all over Belfast. And I just want to stand and sing at them.
In the last round of strikes, we just had about one of those big cold one-day wet showers here, and there was a few students walked up the picket line, and when they realised what was happening, they turned and told us that they wouldn't cross the picket line. We never did quite catch the students' names, but I'm sure if they're watching this, they'll know who they are, and massive thanks to them.
I really hate this narrative of, oh, we're hurting the students, because I really think the students get it, and the students can see the pressure that we're under, and the students know what they deserve, and that we're not able to give it to them in the current circumstances.
We just had a group down from Rosa, Feminist Women's Group, and they've gone on to the other pickets.
Our best moment there was a bus driver gave us biscuits of solidarity. So we're really enjoying those.
Solidarity.
That's a sign we got yesterday from Catalyst Arts. Arts organisations left out some new signs for us. Fantastic. This is one we got from Array Studios. They were the Turner Prize ones, so they did this one.
We're being joined on the picket line by education and welfare officers on strike from NIPSA and Derry, and also then the council workers from Unite.
Stay strong, folks.
It is time your management took the same proactive stand and cared as much about education as you do.
I think it's incredible to see so many workers standing up and fighting back, and we're with you 100% all the way, so fair play.
Whether it's working class people, whether it's in the universities, colleges, councils, house executives, or wherever, who were on the front line working throughout the pandemic and deserve a proper pay increase, deserve protection of pensions, and deserve to be supported right throughout the coming period.
Everyone's assembling here outside McGee, and then we're marching to the council offices on the Strand Road. So we're all looking forward to marching down the road and in solidarity with the other striking workers in Derry today.
People can't take this anymore. There's cost of living increases. Half the town is on strike. The climate we're in now, really people need to take a stand. So I'd say as well, and to other trade unions, solidarity. It's fantastic to see so many people out from different trade unions and different workforces taking action. So solidarity to everybody. The more of us are out, the better.
It's quite striking, is it not, that we have so many workers out at the minute together. And I think, like, in a way you could look at it and go, well, that's a wee bit depressing because everybody's conditions are crap. And in a way you could look at it and go, well, that's amazing because we're all strong enough to come out on strike and to make a change.
I'd say to the employers, you're paying people below the real living wage. You're an absolute disgrace. You can sort that nationally and you can sort that locally as well. Pay people at least the real living wage.
It's important to us that education isn't built on the basis of only casual staff. We need to keep paying staff and we need permanent contracts.
Yeah, we kind of reiterate that it's really important that all our staff are paid appropriately and have safe workloads and good working conditions.
I'll keep it short, and can I have my pension back, please? That's what I'd like.
It's not really down to individual employers in a sense. Vice chancellors have to kind of come together and start putting pressure on their employer bodies try and resolve this dispute.
To the employers, we're still here, we're not going anywhere. Students, our predicament is the same as yours. We need to work together on this. People who've joined us, thanks. It's been great.